Let's get started. Standing position. We are going to start with our loosening exercises. Joint mobilizing. Let's start with our feet a little wide. Shake off the arms. Shake the shoulders. And let's start with a little shoulder rolls. Okay, so we're going to start with a little shoulder rolls. Loosening the shoulders, pulling it back, and then front. Just both sides. Loosen it out. How much ever you can. Very good. Now let's rotate the arms. Circular movements. Might feel a little different in the morning with the stiffness, tightness. It takes a moment to really start to move. And opposite direction. Bring it back and front. And slowly stop. Release. Let's bring our hands to the shoulders. Let's start to take shoulder rotations with the elbows bent. So bring those elbows closer and then open them wide, just kind of stretching it out. You can feel that in the upper back. Nice. And opposite direction. Very good. One more time and stop. And relax. Let the shoulders relax. Drop the shoulders. You can feel that into the arms. Let's move our head now up and down. And this is working on the neck muscles, cervical spine. So up and down. Very good. Stop the movement. Let's drop the right ear and left. Again, side to side, right and left. Very good. And slowly come back to the center. Now turn the head to the right and to the left. Once again, right, left. Very good. Let's continue that. And come back. Slowly come back. Very good. Now, let's leave the head and neck alone. Elbow stretches. Moving through the elbows. Very good. Stretching it out. And stop. Release. Very good. Now, let's give a stretch to the arms as if we are pressing on a glass. Okay? Let's do windshield wipers as if you're wiping a windshield. Very good. Stretch it out. Very good. And then come back to the center and take circles. So your rotation of the wrist joint, both sides. Very good. And it's very hard to move just the wrist. The whole arm starts to move, isn't it? That gets very tricky, right? Come back to the center and release. So one of the way to do that, if you want to, is you can just hold the other part of the arm and make sure just the wrist is moving. You can try that whenever, even if, when you're watching TV or something. And same thing with the other side, holding my forearms. So my elbows and shoulders are not moving, just the wrist. And that gets a little challenging sometimes, right? Release. You can work on your joints whenever. Bring your palms to the front. Make a tight fist. Open. Tight fist. Open. Once again, tight fist. Open. Tight fist. Open. Now, make a tight fist and draw circles. With the fist. Tight fist and draw circles. Very good. And release. Shake it off. Very good. Now, from here, keeping those feet wide, we are going to take a forward and back bend. So remember, we are bending through the lower back. Okay, it doesn't matter how far you go. If you want to go just halfway, feel free to go halfway and then bend backwards. If you want to go all the way, you can reach the arms and bend back. Bend forwards, bend back. Very good. Let's continue that. Keep your feet nicely anchored. Very good. One more time. That feels good. Now, from here, we're going to bring our hands to the heart in the front, and we're going to twist. Okay, just twisting. Very good. Now, if it feels okay, when you twist to the right, open the right arm. When you twist to the left, open the left. So it's kind of stretching that from the arm and shoulder. Very good. If you don't want to open the arm, that's fine. You can just twist. Very good. Nice. Slowly release, come back. Now, let's turn to one side and give a stretch to the spine. So you're reaching as if you're reaching a top shelf. Turn to the other side and reach. Once again, reach. Reach. And 2 more times. Reach. Stretch the spine. Reach the arms. Very good. And stop. Spinal stretching, spinal twisting, forward and back bend. These are all movements of the back. Now let's do a little side bend. I'm going to keep my feet a little wider. Hands on the hips. Reach the right arm and take a side bend. Stretch sideways and then take the other side. Switch. Okay, at your own pace. Now the idea is to stretch this whole side body. It doesn't matter how far you bend. Very good. Stretch. Stretch, stretch, and stretch. Very good. Come back to the center. Very good. Meet back. Keeping those feet wide. Let's see if we can draw circles with the hips. Loosening the hips here. You can hold on to the chair and circle. Very good. And opposite directions. We are tapping into all the movements of every joint, which means we are tapping into all the muscle groups. Okay, so stop that movement. Different muscle groups are responsible for different movements. You know, when we rotate the wrist, when we move the wrist up and down, when we move the hips, front and back, sides, twisting. It's a combination of all those muscles. I'm going to grab my chair. You can just go near a wall if you'd like. We are going to do a little knee stretches. Okay, so we did all the way to the hip and the back. Now let's work on the right knee. Bend that right knee, lift that right leg and stretch it up. Just like kicking. And you can do this sitting on the chair too. Stretch it up. Very good. Keep holding the chair. This is not about balance, okay? Stretch it out. Very good. Stretch. Stretch. Very good. Now stop. Bend that knee and side to side. So this is causing internal and external rotation of the hip. Even though we are moving the knee and the lower body, it's working on the hip joint. And stop. You feel that in the hip, in the thighs, isn't it? Now let's do that on the other side. You can feel it into the hip too. And you can go gentle on it. You don't have to go too fast. If any particular movement is hurting you, don't want to do that, okay? Always listen to the body. Let's try that on the left side. Stretch it out first, as if you're kicking. Stretch. 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 Very good. Stop. Now let's bring our left leg off the mat. Again, internal and external rotation, side to side. Very good. And stop. Your thighs and hips are screaming at you, isn't it? Now, let's take that on the right side. We're going to lift our leg, right ankle, okay? We are working on the ankle now. Point and flex. Point and flex. As if when you flex, the heels are reaching and the toes are trying to touch the shin. Reach up. And stop and draw circles. Both sides, clockwise, counterclockwise. Very good. And stop. Come back to the center. Let's do that on the other side. Up and down. Take your time. Maybe one of the legs, one of the ankles, one of the knees are better than the other. We have our things going on with our body, so be mindful of that. And then let's take circles. Drawing circles as if you're holding a pencil in the toes, and see if you can draw circles. Very good. So these are good stretches for even plantar fasciitis, flat foot, any issues with the feet. Okay, it not only works in the ankles, stop the movement, but it also works on the base of the feet, the fascia, everything. Let's release that chair. Let's find our standing position. I'm going to dive into our poses now. Let's stomp our feet a couple times. Very good. And then stop and start standing comfortably here. Take some time. Look at your feet. They are nice and parallel. Toes front, heels back. And then they're also keeping in nice alignment. So heels are not turned in, nor they are turned out. They are in the center. So nice parallel feet. Once you're here, lift the toes. Press the toes. Once again, lift the toes. Press. Heels. Press. Once again, heels. Press. Now, outer edges, press them, bring them back. Press the outer edges, bring them back. Now roll inwards, bring them back. Inner edges and bring them back. They're kind of activating all the four corners. Now, that is not only crucial for the way we stand for our feet, but it reflects on all the muscles of the legs. So we are engaging all the muscles of the legs, the outer thighs, inside of the thighs, front and back. Stand taller, pull the shoulders back, couple rolls, relax the shoulders. Now start to lift that spine up as if you're getting taller. Stretch that spine. Crown is reaching up, feet are reaching the mat. So get that nice length, shoulders relax, arms relax. Now find something in front of your eyes which you can gaze at. So that becomes your focus, external focus. And we're going to take 5 deep breaths here. Okay, inhale through the nose. Exhale, mouth. Very good. Now when you exhale, pull the belly inside. Very good. 3 more breaths at your own pace. Nice inhale, nice exhales. Very good. Take a next inhale, arms up. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach. And exhale. Good. Once again, reach. This time the arms are parallel. Stretch and then exhale, cactus arms. Okay. Once again, inhale. Exhale. Once again, inhale. Cactus. Push the elbows back. Feel that stretch. Inhale, reach. And then release. Now, let's see if we can tie our hands at the back. Now, if you can tie, that's okay. If that feels too much, you can just stretch here, just kind of as if the arms are trying to reach somewhere, and then reach up, look up. If you're able to hold the wrist, give a stretch. And slowly release. That is working on our upper back and the shoulders. You know, your back starts to round. With Parkinson's with age, as you end of the day, maybe in the morning it's fine, but you want to keep doing those back stretches, back bends for your back. Now let's do one more stretch here. Bring your palms to touch, elbows to touch, and let's open here. Inhale, exhale. Once again, inhale, exhale. One more time, inhale, and one more. Very good, release. Heart, interlace the fingers, okay? Interlace the fingers, stretch the palms out, turn the palms out, reach. Come back in. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. Very good. So let's do that. Inhale. One more time. Inhale. Come back. Very good. Now, turn the palm all the way up, stretch, full body stretch, exhale. Okay, interlacing the fingers, turn the palm up, reach. Very good. Yeah, there you go, George. Just turn the palm and stretch. Very good. Let's do that one more time, as much as you can. Reach. Very good. Release. That's a little deeper stretch for the shoulders. When you turn the palm, isn't it? It's an extra work for the shoulder and the arms. Very good. Now come back to the center. Let's start with our standing yoga poses. So we're going to start with our balance today. Let's grab our chair. Very good. Let's do one leg mountain, standing on one leg here. So we're going to keep our feet as wide as the hips. The chair is on the right side. You can have the chair in front of you if you want. That's okay too. Once we are here, we are going to do the drill where we stop our fall. So often when we try to stand on one leg and try to balance, what happens is we lose the balance and we stomp that other foot on the mat to stop the fall. So we want to keep that reflex active. Stop the fall, stomp your left foot. So let's come up here and stop the fall. So hold the chair, stand on the right leg and stop the fall by stomping that left foot. Very good. Nice. Let's continue that. Two more breath, two more times. 1, 2. Okay, very good. Now, let's put that into action. We are going to start standing on the right leg. We are going to start by holding on to the chair. Feet are parallel. Keep staring at something in front of your eyes, okay? Something which is not moving. Once you fix your gaze, your eyeballs are steady. That helps you to balance. Then start to stand on that right leg, standing taller, okay? Standing taller on that right leg. Very good. Keep holding the chair, find a little steadiness. Take your time. If you feel steady, maybe both hands can go on the hips. Keep staring at a point. Good. And when you feel ready, slowly release. You really can feel that into the leg and hips, isn't it? That's a lot of work for the body, right? Feel the difference. Balancing poses works on the physical body, but then also works on your brain, on your nervous system. Let's grab that chair on the other side. Standing on one leg requires focus. It requires alertness of the mind, and it requires one-pointed concentration. And that's what all the standing yoga poses, the balancing poses where we stand on one leg, brings in the concentration of the mind. So you're just focusing on one thing at a time and the mind is putting all that energy there. Now, bringing that chair on the other side, our left foot is on the mat. Lift that right leg off the mat and stomp that right foot. Okay? Stop the fall. Very good. Stop the fall. Very good. Nice. Start standing on that left leg and stop the fall. Let's do that 4 times. 1, 2, and 4. Now, let's find our balance here. This time, we're going to stand on that left foot. Sorry, left leg. Keep staring at a point to begin with. When you feel ready, lift that right leg off the mat. Very good. Stay there. Keep staring at a point. I said that when you feel ready, you can tiptoe the fingers. If it feels steady. Both hands can go on the hips, or you can keep holding the chair. Very good. And slowly release. Very good. 3 cheers for balance. It does get better with more practice. If you do this every day, I'm not sure if you guys are doing this every day, but if you are, that's great. If you do this every day, you're going to feel the difference on how your balance is in the body. You know, there's going to be a slight shift in the way the body is reacting to that balancing action. Now, come back to the center. Let's bring our feet a little wide. Let's take a little hip circles, loosening the hips. Very good. And come back to the center. Very good. Now, from here, let's come into our forward fold. I'm going to grab one block. Today, we are going to do our forward fold with our legs closer. Not too close, but usually we do the wide leg. So let's try with our feet as wide as the hips. Now, again, couple options. You can do the chair. So as we have discussed this before, you can always, this could be the forward fold you're looking at, where you're just kind of bending this much. You don't have to bend all the way. This is still giving you that stretch at the back of your legs. You can still feel the stretch in the spine. You can keep pushing the hips back and do a stretch here. So you can still feel that same stretch. If you want to use the chair, if you want to use the block and go down all the way, feel free to do that. Both the modifications. We start with our feet together. So sorry, feet wide as the hips. Okay. And then when you're ready, you can either reach the arms up and bend forwards, or you can just bring the arms down and bend forwards, whichever feels good. Once you're here, keep your hands on the block or on the chair, whichever feels good. Only one thing at a time. And then stay here. Keep breathing. You can feel that stretch at the back of your legs. Very good. Whichever height you want to use the block, you can lower the height. The lower the height, the deeper the stretch. Very good. Stay there. Keep breathing. Keep your eyes open. With each exhalation, see if you can lift your tailbone a little more. Then you can move your palms closer to the mat, maybe. Adjust the height of the block. Very good. This is an inversion. Your head is so much lower than the heart. It improves the blood flow to the head and neck region. It also stretches the back of your legs. Very good. Stay there. One more breath. Now, when you feel ready to come up, bring your hands to the hips, bend the knees and press through the feet and slowly come up. I'm going to come up slowly. How does that feel? Good?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah? Yeah, it's a little intense stretch. So when we do this with the wide leg, it kind of eases it out. Bringing the feet closer, you feel more stretch. Okay, shall we do it one more time?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. So again, you can either come up and go down, or you can just bend from the hips and hands lower. Okay, whichever way you want. Feet are wide as the hips. Adjust the block and then lower all the way here. Then back. Use the lower back to bend, and then hands go on the block, whichever height you want to use. Take some time to find the deep stretch. Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. Tailbone lifts up. Head keeps moving towards the mat. Okay, so you're feeling that deep stretch. And your abdomen is getting compressed. Abdomen presses. Very good. Stay there. 2 more breaths. When you feel ready, bend your knees, hands on the hips, press through the feet and come up. Gently come up. It's very crucial. Very good. Come back to the center. Nice. That feels good. You already feel that into the glutes, into the back of your legs. So we were compressing the abdomen and we were stretching the back body. Okay, now we're going to do the opposite. Complementary poses. Forward bends, back bends, right and left. So we're going to bend backwards. For this one, make sure your feet are a little wider. Hands to the hips. Fingers are pointing front. Okay. Now I'm going to stretch that whole back muscles, same muscles which we're using before. We're going to stretch through the lower back, pull the shoulders back and bend backwards. Open up the chest. Come back up and we repeat it 4 times. Bend backwards. Come back up. Again. Good. One more time. And that feels good too, isn't it? Very good. Come back to the center, stomp your feet a couple times. Very good. Once again, feet wide. Let's circle the hips here. Loosen the hips. Very good. Come back to the center. Let's do one strong standing pose, warrior. We're going to do warrior one today. And then we're going to do the other sitting down poses. Let's start here, top of the mat. You can use the chair or option of using or not using, whichever feels good. Now, you're just going to hold on to the chair to the beginning if you want to. From here, I'm going to step back with my left leg. Left foot is at an angle, so I'm not keeping them parallel, but I'm not keeping them perpendicular, somewhere in the middle, okay? So that way your hips are safe. Keep them a little wider, so you don't want to stand on tight rope. Once you're here, see if you can turn your hips to the front, okay? Now, when you turn your hips to the front, you're feeling that into the back leg already. When you're here, bend that right knee. Come back up. Once again, bend that right knee. Come back up. Let's do that a couple more times. And you can do that holding the chair too. Bend that right knee. Very good. Now, once you bend the right knee next time, let's see if we can hold that lunge, okay? Stretch here. Doesn't matter how far you stretch. If you want to bend that back knee, feel free to do that. Once you stand in that lunge, straighten your back. If you're falling here, you want to straighten that back and reach the arm up. Warrior one. You can keep holding the chair, or you can reach both arms if that feels okay. Very good. Deepen that lunge, presses that right foot, but you feel that stretch into the back leg. Shoulders are above the hips. Very good. Stay there. Beautiful stretch, full body stretch. If you feel that into the hips, into the shoulders. Very good. Nice. Circling the wrist there. Very good. Nice. Now stop the circles. Exhale, cactus. Once again, inhale. Exhale, cactus. One more time. Very good. Reach and release. Release the legs. Stomp the feet front and loosen the legs. Very good. So feel that into the legs. Feel that in the breath. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. One more time. Inhale. Very good. Nice. Now, warrior one on the other side. Step back with that right leg. Again, right foot is at an angle. Keep it nice and wide. Okay, don't keep it in the same line. Once you're here, press through that back foot, turn your hips to the front. Either you're going to hold the chair or the hips. Bend that left knee, come back up. So I'm adjusting my stance here. Bend that left knee, come back up. You want to keep pressing through that back foot. That's where you feel the energy there on the back leg. Bend that left knee. One more time. Very good. Now, once you bend that left knee, stay there. You can keep holding the chair straight in the back, or you can reach the arms up if that feels okay. You can keep holding the chair if you want to. Very good. Again, circles. Very good. And then stretch the arms. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Very good. Once again, reach. Exhale. Reach up, warrior one, and then release the legs, release the arm. Very good. Back to the center. Wiggle the legs. Feel that into the legs, isn't it? Now, from here, moving the chair away, you're going to come down on the mat. Okay? So let's come down in tabletop position. So let's lower here, take your time. And then we're going to come into our tabletop position. Just a little more back stretches here, okay? So we're going to bring our knees under the hips. Palms are under the shoulders, okay? So make sure the palms are under the shoulders. Once they are here, let's take our cat and cow breath. We inhale, exhale, pull the center of the spine up, tuck the tailbone in. Very good. Now, when I inhale, the belly drops, tuck the hips out. When I exhale, tuck the hips in. Okay, inhale, stretch. Exhale, I curl the back, pull the belly inside. Let's do that 4 more times. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, chin to the chest. Very good. One more time. Very good. And slowly stop the movement. Let's drop our hips to the mat. Bring the knees closer and sit down on the mat. Very good. Now, those tiger stretch or the cat and cow breaths, they can become a little tricky, okay? So if you're able to come to my in-person classes, I can help you with those with a little hands-on. I know you're very far away. Karen, I don't know where George lives, but feel free to drop by in the in-person classes. So sometimes it's easier to teach some things in person rather than the Zoom, okay? Let's come here. Now, let's bend our right knee and let's move our knee up and down. Half butterfly, okay? Just up and down. You come closer and up and down. How much ever close it gets comfortable, okay? It doesn't matter how far. Up and down. Very good. Bring your knee up, down. And you can really feel that into the hips, isn't it? Very good. Stop, release the leg. Let's bend our left knee. Left heel comes closer. And I'm going to do the butterfly stretch on the left side. So again, left knee up and down. Up, up and down. Very good. Very good. Now open that left knee and release. Very good. Now, see if you can bend both the knees, feet come closer. Get those feet closer, heels closer, as close as they feel okay. Now, it also depends on your knee situation. If you have knees which are a little painful, or if it doesn't feel good to bend the knees so much, then you can keep those feet a little away. If they feel okay, you can bring them as close as they feel good. Once I'm here, let's hold those feet. I'm not letting them separate, keeping them together, and then start to move both the knees up and down. And again, you feel the difference, the way it moves. Very good. Butterfly flapping. Very good. Open the knees and let's just hinge forwards. Feel the stretch. Once again, hinge forwards. Come back up, hinge forwards. And come back up. Bring your knees closer. Very good. Release. Very good. Now, from here, let's come down on the mat. We are going to do a little more back stretches. Let's bring our legs closer. If it feels okay to your back, bring your arms parallel, legs together, and slowly lower all the way. Okay, this engages your core. Slowly release. Coming down. Once you're here, take some time to relax. Legs go wide, arms away. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Once again, inhale. Let it go. Very good. Now, from here, let's bend our knees. Bring your knees together and then bring those knees closer to the chest and rock side to side. So you're pressing your thighs into the abdomen and then rocking side to side. This gives a nice massage to the back. You can feel that into the upper back, middle back, and lower back. And side to side. Nice. Rocking side to side and then come back to the center. And then see if you can draw circles with the knees. So your knees are together. See if you can draw circles. And that again gives a little pressure on the lower abdomen, lower back, the tailbone area. That's the sore point, sore area of the back. Clockwise and counterclockwise couple times, 2 or 3 times. So you're feeling that in all the directions. Very good. And then come back to the center. Release the feet. Feel the difference in the back. Back feels a little relieved. All those pressure points releases the tightness, tension in the muscles. And then you start to feel a little relaxation. Maybe the back feels a little more connected to the mat. Now, from here, we are going to do a little leg raising that includes your core work, your hip strength, and your leg muscles too. Okay, so we are going to keep those knees bent and then just stretch the right leg up. So release the right leg on the mat. So right leg is released on the mat. Now from here, palms on the mat, we are going to lift that right leg up and slowly bring it down. Very good. Lift it up. Bring it down. Let's do that 3 more times. Lift it up. Very good. At your own pace. Very good. Come back to the center. Stop that movement. Right knee bend, right foot on the mat. Release the left leg. Release the left leg on the mat. From here, we are going to engage the left leg, lift all the way up. Bring it down. You're doing the same thing on the other side. Left leg up. Bring it down. 3 more times at your own pace. Very good. Very good. Now bend that left knee and feel the difference on both legs and hips. Now, let's keep our palms on the mat. You can slide those palms under the hips if you would like. From here, we are going to lift both the legs up. 90 degrees, legs up the wall. Very good. Stay there. Nice. One more breath. And then bend the knees and then hug the knees with your arms, bringing them closer to the chest. You're pressing your abdomen too. Very good. Stay there. And then exhale, nose comes closer to the knees. Wind-free pose. Very good. Stay there. Keep breathing. And then slowly release. And then slowly release the legs. That was wind-free pose where we compress the abdomen. We work on our abdominal muscles. It's also good for your digestion. Notice the changes in the breathing. Your breathing gets a little rapid and then it starts to slow down. And then you notice the depth in your inhales and exhales. It has a calming effect on the body, just relaxing. Very good. Now let's do a complementary back bend. We are going to do our bridge pose breathing. So let's walk our feet closer to the hips and keep them wide as the hips. They're not close to each other. They're wide as the hips. Palms on the mat. With inhale, we lift the belly up. With exhale, we go down. Okay, so press through the palms and feet. Inhale up. Exhale down. Very good. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And let's do that 3 more times. 1. Reach a little more each time. 2. And 3. Release. Release the bridge. Take a moment here. Let's come into bridge and hold that stretch. We're going to push through the feet and palms, lift into bridge pose, and let's stay there. Keep breathing. If you don't want to hold this, you can slide a block under, or you can just do up and down, just like what we did before. Very good. Stay there. Coming into bridge pose. A good stretch for the abdomen, hips. When you feel ready, slowly release. Release all the way. Very good. Bring your knees into the chest. Rocking side to side. And then come back to the center, release. Very good. Feel the difference in the back. It feels a little more relaxing, a little more connecting to the mat. Now, let's do a little twisting. So let's walk our feet as wide as the mat. Open the arms out, shoulders relax, arms reach out. And then let's do side to side twisting, okay? So drop the knees to the right and to the left, windshield wipers. Very good. Side to side. Now, when you feel ready, drop the knees to the left, turn the head to the right. And then switch. Drop the knees to the right, turn the head to the left. So we're adding the neck movements, and the head turns in the opposite way to the knees. So it's a little brain work. When the knees drop to the right, turn the head to the left. And when the knees drop to the left, turn the head to the right. Very good. Let's do that a couple more times. Very good. And then stop the movement. Let's hold this twist now. So drop the knees to the left, turn the head to the right, and let's hold. Holding is staying in that position, but without holding the breathing. Don't keep breathing, just feel the stretch. When we hold, we feel a little deeper stretch. It's also an effort to the body to hold. Slowly come back up. And drop the knees to the other side and turn your head down. And slowly come back up. Slowly come back here. Bring your arms closer. Bring your knees into the chest. Rock side to side again to even it out. And then slowly from here, you're going to come into happy baby pose. Okay? So you can hold your ankles or behind the knees, then rocking side to side. Just a little massage again. Hold on to your big toes, inner outer arches. And again, when you're rocking, you can feel that into the back. Very good, stay there. Couple breaths, and then when you're ready, you can release. Bringing your knees into the chest, hugging the knees closer, gratitude for this practice, gratitude for this amazing body we have with its wisdom, strength, patience. It is shown over here. Slowly release the feet on the mat. Let's come into our final resting pose. Now, you can come into traditional Shavasana, where the legs are wide, arms away from the body. Let the whole body just drop, just relax. If this position doesn't feel good in your back muscles, you can always bend the knees, feet wide, knees falling in. So that's called as a constructive resting pose. It's a very deep relaxation in that pose. Deeper muscles of the back, lower back, shoulders, they're all relaxed in that position. Close your eyes and start to relax, release. Release and relax. The whole body relaxes. As the eyes close, your mind starts to wander to other places. Bring your attention here. Close your eyes and relax. Bring your attention to your breathing. Inhales and exhales. As you inhale, the chest expands, the belly rises up. And as you exhale, the belly sinks in. So bring your attention to the abdominal breathing. We welcome positive affirmations as we breathe in. Strength, power, confidence, gratitude, flexibility, acceptance. And then as you exhale, we let go the fear, the tensions, the worries, the doubts. The whole body relax. Now we enhance this relaxation by introducing our sound energy in our practice. We will chant the sound of Om 3 times to deepen this relaxation. The sound of Om also adds a vibration to the deeper parts of the body. It also helps to lengthen our breathing, expansion of the lungs. We always chant throughout the exhalation, and we stretch as long as we exhale. Inhaling for Om, inhale. Very good. One more time. Inhale. Let's do last one. Inhale. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. Without disturbing this peace and relaxation, start to bring gentle movements in the body, wiggling the fingers and toes. Get turned side to side. And then when you feel ready, bend the knees, walk your feet closer. Bring your knees into the chest and rock side to side. And then slowly turn to the right side, making a pillow of the right arm. And when your body allows you, we are going to come up into a comfortable seat. Any comfortable position, you can stretch your legs out and sit, or you can sit with crossed legs. Let's rub our palms. Make a cup of your hands, place it on the eyes. And slowly release the palms. Open your eyes. So we are going to do our V breath today. Okay, so V breath is, we did that last time. We are going to plug our ears and make a humming sound when we exhale. Okay, it is very similar to Om chanting, but we are using the last syllable of Om, which is the humming part. Now the humming sound is known to have effect on everything above the neck, head and neck region. It creates vibrations, sound energy inside our mind and the nervous system, and it's kind of makes everything vibrate in the same frequency, which has a calming effect. Okay, so if everything is vibrating in different frequency, it brings it in a single frequency. Now we always do the pranayam or the V breath throughout the exhalation. So we are going to start by plugging the ears, and then exhale, make a humming sound, then again breathe in through the nose and then humming sound. So we are going to do it 5 times at your own pace. Okay, so let's plug the ears, and you can keep your eyes open or closed. Inhale. Close your eyes, feel the resonance. Feel the peace and the calm after the chanting, after the sound. Let's bring our hands to the heart, reflecting on our practice today, focusing on how that practice has an effect mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, maybe. And then let the benefits of these practices walk with you beyond the mat. Bringing our hands, third eye, healing thoughts, hands to the lips, healing words, and hands to the heart, healing intentions. It was an honor to guide you two in the practice. The light in me salutes the light present in you. Namaste. Calming again. Take the cup of your hands on the eyes. And slowly release the palms. Take your eyes open. Thank you so much.